Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf accused the U.S. of hiding behind diplomatic efforts as they secretly plot a ground attack in Iran on Sunday. In a message broadcast on Iranian state TV, Ghalibaf defiantly added that Tehran is awaiting the arrival of U.S. soldiers to, quote, set them on fire and punish their regional allies once and for all. His claim came amid reports in U.S. media that the Trump administration is planning a weeks-long ground offensive. The senior Iranian lawmaker made the comments on Sunday as Pakistan hosted top diplomats of regional powers, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey, to discuss ways to end the war. Pakistan, which emerged as a possible mediator, has delivered to Iran a list of Washington's demands, which Tehran rejected and countered with a list of its own. The efforts come as attacks on Iran persist, and Tehran's retaliatory strikes continue to target the wider region. Residents of the Iranian capital reported heavy strikes in the early hours of Sunday as sirens sounded across Israel, warning of imminent attacks. The war has so far killed over 1,900 in Iran, 1,100 in Lebanon, 20 in Israel, and 13 U.S. soldiers posted in the region. Thousands of others have been injured. Millions of people took to the streets across the United States to participate in the more than 3,100 protests taking place against U.S. President Donald Trump. The rallies denounced what they described as an authoritarian style of governance by the incumbent administration, their immigration stance, climate change denial, isolationist foreign policy, and now the war in Iran. In New York, thousands gathered to protest against sweeping immigration raids carried out by ICE and called for their abolition. The rallies even featured a surprise cameo from New York native and Hollywood giant Robert De Niro. Protests also took place in the capital, Washington, D.C., where hundreds gathered near the White House demanding Trump's ouster. It's the third time in less than a year these protests, part of a U.S. grassroots movement called No Kings, take place. The demonstration spread across the pond, where thousands of Americans abroad and locals took part in rallies across Europe. In Paris, protesters called for an end to Trump's, quote, reckless, irresponsible, and endless wars. And in the Italian capital, thousands marched calling for respect of international law and demanding a world free from wars.
Qatar and Ukraine signed a defense agreement on Saturday during a visit by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in Doha. A similar announcement was made earlier in the day on cooperation with the United Arab Emirates on defense, as the Ukrainian leader tours Gulf Arab states amid Iran's aerial campaign against its neighbors. Zelensky has this week visited Saudi Arabia, the UAE and Qatar. Ukraine's president has repeatedly said that what Ukraine needs first and foremost is air defense from Russia's ballistic missiles, in exchange for sharing his expertise and experience in countering Iranian drones. Qatar, together with Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain, Jordan and Kuwait, sent official requests regarding possible cooperation with Ukraine over its drone countering expertise. Ukraine has sent over 200 drone countering experts to the region, the president said. Pope Leo XIV urged residents of Monaco on Saturday to use their wealth, influence and Catholic faith for good. The pontiff's one-day trip was the first papal visit to the semi-enclave in nearly 500 years, with the last being Paul III in 1538. The visit included meetings with Monaco's Prince Albert and Princess Charlene and the country's Catholic community. A mass was held at the Louis II Stadium. Catholicism is Monaco's official state religion, making it an outlier among most European countries. Monaco's population of 38,000 is heavily Catholic and multinational, with only a fifth of the population actually citizens of the Principality. Prince Albert recently refused a proposal to legalize abortion in the territory, citing the important role Catholicism plays in its society.